All right, so Benchmade Tagged Out 15535, I believe. CPM 154. Excellent. So I did a video on this about a year ago when I got it. It's pretty much been in my pack here until recently. I've used it here and there, but I pretty much have it as a kind of a pack knife for backup. So I didn't really see a whole lot of use, but here in the last week or so, I've been carrying this, using this for everything pretty much, but I busted this out and started using this for a little carving again. And I will tell you, it's an amazing little knife, because let's go through the specs here. So overall length is 8.13, 3.5 inch blade thickness of 900ths, CPM 154 again, handle thickness of 4/10, which is very skinny, I think, and a weight of 2.1 ounces. That's the amazing thing. Now, I would kind of compare this to a Griptilian. Obviously, you could probably compare it to a bailout, but A, I don't own a bailout, and B, this has just got a bigger blade. I think this is more outdoor, harder use. The bailout is, I am assuming, a very strong, good knife. It's just a little smaller. I'm not sure on the dimensions, but I compare this to a Griptilian. It's just going to be lighter weight and actually a little bit more cutting edge, I believe. It's barely a little bit longer. And then weight-wise, this is close to half the weight of a Griptilian. Now the Griptilian, instead of 4/10 of an inch thick handle, has a 6400ths, which does make a big difference. I love the Griptilian. So you get a little bit longer blade, maybe a little bit more cutting edge. Definitely a thinner blade stock. That Griptilian blade stock is 1200ths, so it is, kind of substantially thicker than this, but cuts really well, carves wood really well. Good outdoor knife. I wish I had one with me that I could have been, using side by side, back and forth, just to get a good reference on both. I think the Griptilian might be a little bit better on wood, but this is not bad. It's very slicey. I think for like a hunting knife, this thing is excellent. Even, I don't know if you'd want to use it as a fillet blade, but it's very thin, very slicey. It does, for wood, it seems to like really kind of just bite in and grab and kind of get caught up a little bit. But like I said, I was just comparing it with this, and this was better than this at carving wood, but this has that. I just did a video on this the other day. A much thicker blade stock and a little bit different geometry. Not bad, good, not bad. But with these, compared to that Proxy, it has better ergos. It doesn't sit there and put pressure on my pinky or my ring finger back here. It's got that palm swells, very nice. It doesn't have that, I will say, stupid jimping that the Griptilian does back here and up here. It does have a little here, which doesn't bother me, because I think when you're using the knife, most of the torque's actually coming on the back here, like on your back here, and then on your palm here. And this just doesn't have that jimping. It is narrow, but I didn't notice any pressure points or hot spots. And I was using it pretty vigorously for an extended period of time, every day, the last several days. So win-win there. Anyway, with that weight, I think that if anybody is still interested in picking one of these up, they've been out for a while. Now they have them in G10. There's going to be one that's going to come out in titanium. Better blade steel. I'm a big fan of the 154 CM or the CPM 154. Never had a problem with it. It doesn't rust. It holds a good edge. I just pretty much use it on wood, generally, or, nylon cord, etc., rope. But, not a whole lot of plastic and not a whole lot of cardboard or anything like that. That's very abrasive. So 154 CM, I think, is very durable. I do have a fixed blade, a Hogue fixed blade that I've used. It's pretty hard use with it. And I've never noticed any deformations or pitting or anything like that. It's just a good, tough blade steel if done properly. So, always a fan. The new bailouts, though, or the new tagged outs, come with, what is it? Shoot. I can't remember. The latest and greatest blade steel. I want to say Magna Cut. I don't think that is true. Oh yeah, maybe it is Magna Cut. And I do have a Griptilian now in M4. I don't have it with me. My other Griptilian is either 154 cm and I got some D2 and then 20 CV. So I do like the 20 CV. You know, maybe that's the hopped up version of 154 cm. Both highly stainless and then pretty wear resistant as well. And the 20 CV, which is in this proxy, probably better on both ends. But I've never had a problem with 154 as far as rusting and oxidation and such. But I have done a video on this, like I said. Let's just go through it. Perfect centering, perfect action. It's not a brand new knife. Still on, these are on washers. Axis lock, very tough, very long lasting. I know some people are going to gripe about the springs. Personally, never really had an issue with them, except for like on 1 or 2 models that are discontinued, and that might be why they got discontinued. So it does have that axis lock. Instead of a thumb stud, it does have this kind of an oval. Pretty nice little bit of jimping here, a little bit of jimping here that doesn't affect you when you're using it. Probably extra little grip if you got your thumb out like that. Nice clip point. Good for piercing. Wish the sucker would focus. I'm kind of in half direct light here, so I can't really tell. But stonewash finish, it's pretty nice. Not as quite as blunted as that kind of blasted finish. It's almost a blasted finish. Let's see if we can get up here in the sunshine. There we go. Definitely stonewashed. Pretty cool. I'm not really a huge fan of orange, but my Griptilian is orange. This is just a little bit brighter. It's more like a hunter's orange. And it doesn't seem to be fading or anything. So, kind of same construction as a Griptilian. Got those kind of cartridge liners. They're anchored by these guys. And then standoffs back here in orange, anodized orange. They're all right. I wouldn't be too upset if it was solid back here or just had a back spacer. But it doesn't seem to bother. And I was, using, like I said, using it pretty hard. It's pretty narrow. It doesn't have anything funky like the flipper tab, like on this. Doesn't have any really funky jimping. It does have the jimping here. Doesn't really bother me too much. Stand by. Yeah, 2.1 ounces, extremely lightweight. And I'm not sure what the G10 and they'll probably be a little heavier. And then the titanium probably be a little heavier too, but not bad. And you're getting a lot of blade for that weight. And you can't even tell it's in your pocket. Like I've been carrying this the last few days, like kind of all day, doing whatever I'm doing along with this and my AFO. So I got 3 knives on me, but definitely know the AFO is there. This one, you pretty much know it's there. It's not too much lighter. And then this one though, cargo pocket, and don't even know it's there. So that's cool. That's definitely a benefit. So if you do not own a tagged out or a bailout, I think either way would be a great way to go. However, I do theoretically, like I said, I don't have a bailout, but this one does give you that much more cutting edge. I mean, that's a 3.5 inch blade. Very slicey, good piercing. It's kind of like having a super lightweight buck 110 maybe. Wish I don't have my buck with me actually. I'd compare that to this too, as far as that woodwork goes. But super impressed with this, as I was last year when I bought it. Just hasn't seen a whole lot of use. It's got a lanyard hole. It's got that cool Parkerized small pocket clip. I think it fits this knife great. I'm not really too much of a fan of these. Not bad. I kind of like the standard 3-hole. But with this knife, it's like, well, why not? And it's small too. So deep carry and it's small. So it's perfect. Good retention. It's a great all-around knife. It's like on the Spyderco side, I don't think they have a paramilitary 2 lightweight, but that'd probably be comparable to this. They do have a para 3 lightweight. There again, it's great cutting geometry, I think, but it's going to be a little smaller than this and actually take up a little bit more space in your pocket than this. This is pretty, they say, I think this is 1 inch deep, maybe. I don't know. That might be a little bit more than that. Not much, though. So, carries really well. I just like the model. I like the design. All right. Yeah, have a good one.